allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, ready? For the adoption of the agenda. Approve the agenda of November the 9th, 2020 regular meeting of the Board of School Trustees as presented. Do I get a motion?
I'll make a motion.
I'll second.
Motion made by Chris, seconded by Melissa. All in favor, answer by aye.
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 Anyone opposed? Votes carries 3-0. Approval of the minutes. Approve the minutes of the October 19th, 2020 regular meeting of the board as presented. Do I hear a motion?
I'll motion.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, vote aye.
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 Opposed by the same sign. Vote carries 3-0. Superintendent's reports.
You guys are gonna have a busy night. Just the two of you.
All
So
right.
awesome. Thanks. All right. Hey, we're gonna start things off, just kind of an overview of our season passes, and then we'll have Mr. Jim Bush of the high school.
Good evening. We've always sold sports passes, in the past, but we didn't at the beginning of the year because we didn't know what the football season was going to look like. We had no clue whether we were going to have a season or exactly what that looked like. So once we've gotten going here and it looks like we're going to have a basketball season, we decided to sell the all sports passes. Now this is going to be good for boys and girls basketball, swimming. It's going to be good for all winter sports, and it's going to be good for all spring sports as well. All right, so it's just exactly like it says, all sport passes. Prices are $70 for adults. They are $60 for seniors, and they are $30 for students. So we did this last week. We sold them to the students during crunch time and lunchtime. We sold to the adults on Thursday evening and on Saturday morning from 8 until 10 o'clock. And we sold all but approximately about 100. We have about 100 left, so we have not sold out. All right, so people will be able to come to the door, and buy tickets as usual for $5. Now, again, the big thing will be boys basketball. If we've got a big game or something like that, we may sell out. So we might have to turn people away at the gate. So right now, what we've decided on as a group, as an administration, we've talked, about what we wanted to start with, and we felt like 800 was a good number. So out of 800 tickets, all right, 650 are for the home crowd, and then 150 will go to the visitors. So we feel like we can put 150 visitors behind the visitors bench over there and still get 150 of our people behind our bench. Then we'll have the students down below with a few adults on the far end. But again, with the social distancing and the things that we need to do, the band obviously is going to take more space, students are going to take more space, everybody's going to be spread out a little bit more. So then we've got the upper section as well. So right now, the only season passes that we have left are the upper section, both the lower section behind the bench and the lower section where the band and the students, those are all sold out. So if anybody is still interested in getting a season pass, they would be in the green section. We labeled them different colors, and so they can buy those. But then when everybody comes in, the seats will not be reserved. It's not like IU where you walk in, or Purdue, or a ball game and you sit in row 26, section, or seat G, whatever. So you just have your section that you go to, and then people will go from there. So again, with a maximum of about 3,400, 3,500 people maximum occupancy for our gymnasium at 800, we're still less than 25%. So we feel like that's a good, safe number to stay under that 25% and allow 800 people in for the boys games, and then for the girls games, obviously we won't have you know, as many people, but it's still, again, we want to be socially distanced and kind of go from there. We've talked with the other PAC schools. Mr. Britton, you know, there's a lot of conversation with the PAC schools and what you're doing with that, and so we're very consistent with that. You know, Washington and the Hatchet House, they have, you know, about 8,000 people. So they can still let 2,000 people in and still be at that 25%. Same thing with South Ridge, they're probably gonna have about 1,200, somewhere in that neighborhood that they're going to allow in up there. But again, I think most people are kind of looking at that 25% and trying to do a very similar number with the visitors, as far as the number of visitors tickets are concerned. So it's been a lot of work that's gone into this, but we want people to be able to come out and watch not just boys basketball, but all the sports, you know, and go from there. So, questions?
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
In the unlikely event that winter or spring sports are canceled,
Yes.
no money back?
We put on, whenever we sent the flyer out, I mean, you saw it, we said no refunds.
That's fair with me. I'm just,
You know,
so the public knows.
Yes, so, and that's a good point to bring up. I do appreciate that.
Because it'll be the first question we get, I promise.
Yeah, yeah.
What about my money?
What about my money back? Yes. Yes, ma'am.
How is the seating arrangement going to be at swim meets?
At swim meets, we have talked about that, and right now, none of the other PAC schools are letting people in.
Okay,
Okay, so, we do have a nice advantage with the windows up above. So, whether we go parents only, to be able to come in and be up above and watch, we're gonna have to kind of maybe gauge and see how many people we have, you know, for that first event. Now, if you really want to get in and watch the swimming, volunteer the time. Exactly, because we always need timers, so that would be a good thing to be able to do that. But we are going to have a limited number of seating up above. We're just, everybody's just afraid to let people into that pool area with the hot, heavy air and everything that's going on there. There's just not much ability to spread out and not much ventilation.
and there's still gonna be, it's gonna be co-ed, right? It's gonna be boys and girls, or is it gonna be separated? Like boys one day and girls?
Co-ed, there you go.
Co-ed, okay.
Swimming guy over here, so
Okay.
there you go. Yes. All right. Yes.
So are you going to designate individual seats in any of the sections for the basketballs? You know, like if you have all the students in one section, are you gonna put X's where they can sit, or are you gonna?
We are going to put spots down on the seats, yes. We've got stickers so that you're here and then so far apart, then the other person needs to go there and the other person needs to go
And
there.
is it gonna be a mask mandate inside or not?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Masks need to be worn everywhere. I know I don't have one on right now, but I'm back, so.
It's fine. It's
Yes.
okay.
Anything else? Lots of good questions. Lots of thought had gone into it. I'm sure there are things we haven't thought of yet, but, you know, we'll deal with that when we get there. But I feel like it's a pretty good plan for right now, and hopefully we get a play.
So just to reiterate, the passes is going to work from here on out for all of the home game sports?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right, thank you.
So just a quick update, COVID has made a spread across Spencer County, all of Spencer County. It's stretching our staff just a little bit at this point in time, to say the least, in some places. Everybody has been outstanding, all hands on deck, everybody's pulling together. So kudos to all of our employees for everything that they have done over the last couple of weeks, or for the school year as well. Very stressful, but still hanging in there and still plugging along. So they've just been outstanding. The subs, you know, we don't have a lot of subs, but those who are subbing, you know, come in on a daily basis and do a great job for us too.
How many cases do we approximately have amongst all 4 buildings?
I mean, it depends on the.
But
the
quarantine,
daily.
I mean, I know we got a lot of students in quarantine, from what I'm hearing, but I don't know about the COVID, like positive cases.
Positive cases, not that many.
Good.
Almost all of ours are gonna be the quarantine. And to date, I mean, we couldn't put our finger on one case that's been passed at the schools.
Mhm.
So the schools are doing a fabulous job of that. Almost all the cases are gonna be coming because they went with family or they went someplace else, and then they're coming back and bringing it in here. And then when they test positive, then it takes out. You already know the 7th and 8th grade girls basketball. somebody else. You have another case today at the high school. High school's done a fabulous job too. So what would have been at the very beginning, you're gonna have 30+ kids out, and like today, you're gonna looking at 5 kids, just because they're doing a better job of spacing everybody out and keeping that distance of 6 feet. So everybody's working extremely hard right now. Difficult times, but everybody's been doing a great job with that. Also want to give a thanks to Mike Shelton and Mike Harris, both of them for throwing their names in the hat. Very much appreciate them doing that. Had a good time getting to know them, both of them. Mike Harris, I'd never even met him before, so got to talk with him and got to know Mike Shelton a little bit more too. I know it's tough to put your name out there and be on a ballot. So just want to say thanks to those 2 guys and congratulations to Janet Sturmer and also Matt Bunner. They bring experience. I know Matt's been on the board. Janet brings some educational value to us. So to say I'm excited about both of them coming on, I am. So looking forward to it. They're going to bring experience, but also a level of professionalism as well. So looking forward to both of them as well. So, yeah. And Barb? That's it for me. Thanks.
Consent items. Approve the payroll claim dockets and the accounts payable claims number 2734 through 2947. Approve the treasurer's financial report. Approve the monthly transfer from the education fund to the operations fund per board resolution. Approve FMLA for the following: Gail Biddle, head cook at Rockport Elementary, continuous FMLA from October 26, 2020 to November 16th, 2020. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Vote carries 3-0. Administrative recommendations. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the following new hire for the 2020-2021 school year. Lelania Medal, half high school academic team, South Spencer. Do I hear a motion?
I'll motion.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Vote carries 3-0. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve to add, post, and hire the position of a new special education teacher at South Spencer High School for the remainder of the 2021 school year. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
I can second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Vote carries 3-0. Upon the new business of the board, upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve to use J.T. Kinkle for the plumbing project of the high school. Do I hear a motion?
I'll motion.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Vote carries 3-0. Second reading of Neola bylaws and policies, volume 32, number 1 and 2. Do I hear a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Do I hear a second?
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Vote carries 3-0. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the resolution as presented to transfer amounts from the education fund to the operations fund on a monthly recurring basis not to exceed $95,000 for the period of January 1, 2021 to December 31, 2021. Do I hear a motion?
I'll motion.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Vote carries 3-0. Upon the recommendation of the superintendent, approve the 2021 and 2022 school calendar as presented.
Make,
Yeah, I'll have to make a motion.
Oh, okay.
I'll make a motion.
Okay. Do I hear a second?
Richard, can you go ahead and say just whenever school starts? Just.
I was gonna do that, as soon
Okay.
as you make the motion, then we talk about it. Yes,
Okay,
mhm, for your
all right,
vote.
I will second that.
Okay, good deal. Yeah, start date is, gonna be August the 4th. And we're gonna have a week fall break, and that'll be from, October the 11th through the 15th. Thanksgiving will still be 3 days for Thanksgiving. Christmas will be a 2-week break for Christmas, and that'll start on, December the 20th. Spring break will stay about the same. It'll be the March the 21st through the 25th. And then the last day of school will be May the 19th, which is a Thursday, and then graduation will be on the 21st. And now you can take a vote.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Vote carries 3-0. Informational items. Written reports to the board, technology report, maintenance report, transportation report, volunteer report. Are there any statements from the public? Any statements and concerns of the board? Well, the next regular meeting of the board will be Monday, December 14th, 2020, at 6 p.m. in the multipurpose room at South Spencer High School. Do I, time
At 6:17.
at 6:17, do I hear a motion?
A motion?
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Vote carries 3-0. Meeting is adjourned.
Barb setting records.
Thank you, Barb, for stepping up to